So they're galloping along the centre of the course. They've obviously had a fair bit of rain here at Pau. It does look a gloomy day. On the outside, Gareth de Larachi comes to that next bank. Up and over he goes. They all got over it. Struggling, though, was Frascati Lagarde. And the rider there, Blot, is struggling to maintain his position as they go over that next jump. He has been able to recover. He still needs to find the stirrups. And so as they go down towards that next, he still hasn't found the stirrups there, Paulin Blot. And as they came over that jump, the leader here is Gareth de Larachi. In second is Domino de Reynel. Third, Gris Menoir, followed by the Diamonds of Shamrock Pontadeur. And then came next to Beauhort de Arachis, and still in awful trouble with the saddle having slipped, and but still retaining, going in the race. Here is at the rear Frascati Lagarde. So they go over that next jump. They do a right-handed turn on the course proper, and the front runner here is Gareth de Larachi. Gareth de Larachi in front, and he is still desperately trying to recover this rider at the rear of the field. And as they came towards the next turn, they go back onto the cross-country course. Gareth de Larachi in front by 2 lengths. Domino de Reynel is second. Up and over that next bank they go. And in third then, on the inside, is Shamrock Pontadeur. In the centre, Domino de Reynel. A gap in the field then to Beauhort de Arachis and Frascati Lagarde. Over that jump, and the front runner, near side, Gareth de Larachi. In the centre is Domino de Reynel. On the outside then, as they go over the double bank once again, all over it okay. And they were followed next then by Beauhort de Arachis. And then came Shamrock Pontadeur. Now those 5 runners are bunched together as they go through the slosh in the centre of the course there. And at the rear of the field is Frascati Lagarde, still being given a desperate ride with that saddle having slipped. So as they go over that next jump, the leader here is Gareth de Larachi. In second is Gris Menoir. They were followed then, next in the field, by Domino de Reynel as they go over that bullfinch. Then came Beauhort de Arachis, then Shamrock Pontadeur, and still at the rear of the field, and still in the race is Frascati Lagarde. So they go toward the back of the course. They're in the reverse direction. Front runner here, Gris Menoir. Outside horse is Gareth de Larachi. In third on the inside, Domino de Reynel. They were followed on the outside by Beauhort de Arachis, and then came Shamrock Pontadeur. So they do that right-handed turn, the left-handed turn, and they come back onto the main steeplechase course. And the front runner on the outside now, Gris Menoir. In the centre is Gareth de Larachi, and Domino de Reynel makes a line of almost 3 there, followed then by Shamrock Pontadeur. And at the rear of the field, Beauhort de Arachis, and still in the race here is Frascati Lagarde. So they come towards a big bank, they draw to it, up and over they go, all over it okay. And the front runner here, Gareth de Larachi. In second in the centre, Gris Menoir. Third then is Domino de Reynel, and they were followed next then by Shamrock Pontadeur as they go through that slush there. And next as they go back onto the course proper was Frascati Lagarde, and at the rear now is Beauhort de Arachis, who's been all but pulled up. So they go down and they do a right-handed turn. They're in the final stages of the race. They'll do a right-handed turn to come back onto the cross-country section. And the leader, Gareth de Larachi. In second on the outside is Gris Menoir. Third then is Domino de Reynel. Over that bank, dipping there, was Shamrock Pontadeur, and at the rear of the remaining 5 is Frascati Lagarde. So down towards that next jump, over it they go, all over it okay. The leader, Gareth de Larachi. Gareth de Larachi comes down to the double bank for the final time, and over it he goes, and all have got over it okay. And the leader, Gareth de Larachi. Second is Gris Menoir. Third came Domino de Reynel, a long gap in the field to Frascati Lagarde, and then came further back to Shamrock Pontadeur, heading down towards the next jump. Over it they go, and Gareth de Larachi in front. In second, about a length and a half away, Domino Reynel. Gris Menoir over that hedge. They were followed after a long gap to Frascati Lagarde as they came toward the home turn. They do that turn into the straight, and they've got one left to go. And the leader is Gareth de Larachi, is well clear. Second is Gris Minoir. They were followed in third by Domino de Reynel, and a long gap in the field then to Frascati Lagarde. Jockey's done a phenomenal job to stay in the race this far. As they go over the last is Gareth de Larachi. He's got the race all sewn up as he comes down the home running. He's well clear of Gris Minoir, followed then by Frascati Lagarde, who's going to probably end up in the minor placing, where Gareth de Larachi goes on to score for Stefan Paylard and wins very, very easily. Second home has gone to, getting up for second there, what an amazing performance, Frascati Lagarde. That rider just kept giving and giving throughout the race, despite all the difficulties he'd faced. He's run second in the event.
Well, we knew it was going to be an exciting watch. We didn't quite expect that. Two things have happened here, Jake. We've had a brilliant winner, Gareth de Larachi, and for different reasons, a brilliant runner-up, Frascati Lagarde, who has been given the greatest of rides by Paulin Blot, who can take so much credit for that.